Good evening. An investigation is underway tonight after a father murders his two young children before turning the gun on himself.
The horrific scene playing out in a Dallas neighborhood, but 12 News is learning the family lived right here in Phoenix up until just about a few months ago.
Team 12's Bianca Bono joins us with what we're learning about the family and also this mother, this poor woman who is now coping with the unthinkable, losing her own children. Bianca.
Yeah, Mark Uribe, it is just awful. A woman close with the mother of the kids tells 12 News she cannot believe what happened and now wonders if there's anything that could have been done to prevent this.
You can see the house from here.
Ariel Borg showing us around Phoenix's Wrigley Terrace neighborhood, pointing out the house where her friend used to live.
I met my friend Rachel at a boot camp class that was in the neighborhood, and she would bring her kids, Luke and Bree, sometimes.
Borg became close with Rachel Dawson and her kids, 9-year-old Luke and 5-year-old Bree. But Borg says something seemed off with Rachel's husband, Chris.
He was very, very controlling of Rachel, to the extent that at a certain point, he no longer even allowed her to be like friends with us.
A few months ago, the Dawsons left Wrigley Terrace and moved to Texas. The unthinkable happening inside their new home.
I don't think anyone could have guessed that this would have happened.
Rachel Dawson finding her two young kids and her husband dead in an apparent murder-suicide.
Gosh, I don't even know how you get closure on something like this.
Borg and many of her neighbors are having trouble coping with the fact their friend has lost both of her children.
We saw warning signs, but it's hard to know like when you step in and when you do something.
It's crushing to us, and it really hits us.
Police in Texas now trying to piece together how a father could take the lives of his own children. That investigation happening 1,000 miles away. But for Borg and this Phoenix community, it hits very close to home.
This community is feeling that loss. Her family was our neighbor, you know.
And Borg is hosting a vigil this Wednesday to remember the Dawson kids. It is going to be fairly small and private, so she asked that you only show up if you knew the family. We're in the Live Alert Center. Bianca Bono, 12 News at 10.